dog, wouldn't this? I just got a fucking bajillion-dollar idea. Let's make an account on Pornhub. You know how you can make an account and leave comments?
No, I didn't know, but please
dog,
keep
you've
explaining.
never seen
I'm intrigued.
On a video, they'll have comments under the video. And
I never scroll that far, bro.
It'll say like, people will be like, hey, what's her name? You know, or other fucking whores are like, other whores are like trying to be like, hey,
dude, hold on.
What's up?
Time out. Bro.
What's up?
Are you really telling me that you read the comments on the porno sites underneath the videos?
Sometimes I want to know what her name is too. Hey, if she's not listed under the fucking actors in this fucking video, I might have to go to the comments and figure out what her name is.
That's going to turn into another 10 minutes. Hold on. I got some questions for you. Hold on.
You never wondered, like, damn, this bitch is bad. What's her name?
No. It's not reality, bro. Not unless I'm going to search for her again.
You are. So you can find her other work.
Isn't it usually in the title?
No, unless her name is slutty fucking, you know, step fucking whatever, schoolgirl fucking whatever the fuck is in the title. You know, fucking, you know, busty Latina playing with herself isn't exactly her name, you know?
So, about the second thing I want to ask you about.
All right.
Creating an account. Have you actually created one?
No, but that's what I'm saying, dog. Here's my $1 million idea.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
Create an account. Go to these videos that have like 4 million views, 12 million views.
Are we going to be the after show but lonelies?
We're going to be the after show but later on that account. And we're going to fucking drive traffic to our podcast. Because think about it. What's our demo?
I told you, bro. I lay pipe.
What's our demo for the most part? Male to female ratio. I'm going to say 90-10, right?
Okay.
90-10.
What, female?
90 males to every female.
Oh, bro, I think it's 90 females every 10, bro.
Okay, well, whatever. Say we're 50-50.
All right.
We're gonna get
like a fucking creamsicle.
We're gonna get
bar?
A majority of the people on fucking. I know chicks.
I'm still in shock. You read the comments, dude. I can't get over that.
I got sometimes, dogs. The bitch is so bad. I just want to see her other work. But fucking.
Have you ever chatted with anyone down there?
No, I don't have an account. That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, somebody would be like, hey, what's her name? And I'm like, yeah, what is her name? And then I'll go through and somebody's like, her name's fucking, you know, whatever. Her name's Faye Reagan. And then I'm like, oh, Faye Reagan. And then I'll go and be like, okay. Or something.
Then you do this, bro. You go, Faye Reagan.
And I'm like, Danny Jensen. And then I'm like, okay. So then there's a little trashy white girl with a crooked tooth named Danny Jensen.
Oh, bro. How'd I know?
She's fucking bad. But anyway, fucking.
Oh my goodness, you guys got a good show today, bro. That was intense.
You learned a little something about the D on this episode.
But hey, did they? Yeah, bro.
But that's what I'm saying, dog. Let's go there, make an account, and fucking be like, hey, fucking come listen to my show. Period. You know,
I talk streaming about everywhere. La pipa. I lay pipe on the.
What I'll do, I'll go to all these videos where the chick's name isn't listed. Find out the name of the chick. I'll be like, hey, her name's fucking, you know,
tag her in our YouTube video or what?
Her name's Haley Spade. Fucking go listen to our show.
Bro, that's what you could do.
Yeah.
You could find them.
I'm helping them, and then they can help us. Right.
Hey, you can figure out all the up and coming ones, like the fucking ones that Rich watches, because you know he's invested in that shit. Yeah. Hit up Rich and figure out who the up and comers are, whose names might not be in the title yet. Yeah. Because obviously when they've made it, they're gonna throw their name in the title because that's gonna get the click. But maybe before the name is recognizable, they got some other gimmick, and you could get that name and fucking plug it in with hashtag to the fucking show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, hey, her name's Nikki Rhodes. Come check us out on Spotify.
We support you, Nikki Rhodes.
You know, her name's Marie McRae. Come find us on Spotify, you know?
Hey, for every fucking sweatshirt you buy, we'll use $5 of that for her OnlyFans.
Oh, man. But
how's that, bro?
Yeah. Those names that I mentioned sounded real, right?
Yeah. That was great.
Okay.
I'm just can't believe you read the comments.
I don't know, Doc. Sometimes you just need to know her name. Anyway, after show but later, episode number 139. We're glad you guys fucking tuned in tonight. We hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. We hope you guys have
I'm glad I tuned
week.
in to find out that you read the comments, bro, at the bottom of the pornos.
Oh, hey, I'm not a comment leaver, but I'm a comment reader sometimes. I don't know, Doug. It's fucking Pornhub's fault for not putting it in the title or listing it in the actors, right?
If you say so, brother.
On the road to the riches, because it's all about the flavor. Now buckle up your seats and prepare for the journey. Let the music ease your soul, grab a spliff and start burning. Relax with us and take a trip to the heavens and come and spend a day in the 757.
Here we go. It's the after show, but later, the only unofficial Covino and Rich after show.
What makes us official, bro?
We're the only ones that do it.
There you go.
There we go. Well, here we go. A lot of
Covino certified, bro.
Covino certified. That's what he had said when Rich was like, well, what makes them the official after show? And then Covino said they're the only ones that do it. So shout out.
Because Covino said so, bro.
So I want to get started, Doug, on something that, you know, I feel like I know a buddy of mine used to use this excuse whenever he was telling his parents something. Like when we were young and, you know, you're not supposed to cuss around your parents, not supposed to drop any fucking F-bombs or anything like that.
How about dogs?
My buddy, I drop dogs all the time. I got my daughter calling me dog. So this is where my buddy would use it as a loophole. If he ever wanted to cuss or some shit, he would be like, and then he told him, fuck you, I'm out, you know, because he was quoting somebody. He would use that as a loophole to where he could cuss around his parents. Well, this week, somebody on the show did it, and I'm not going to say any names because we tend to bag on this person a little much, so I'll keep it up to your interpretation, right? But somebody on the show this week said blank, 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 or, you know, actually, I have it right here. What did he put?
Play it. Let's just put exposure, full throttle, bro.
Well, I don't have the clip, but I have right here what I'm quoting. They had said something about retarded, right? Which you're not supposed to use that word in 2022. Just like a lot of other words, right?
And if you're gonna use it, own it. Don't use it and then chicken shit out.
Exactly, right? This person said on the show, they were like, "Oh, I could say it because I'm quoting something."
Say what? Anything they want? Does that mean they can?
Yeah,
quote something
that's where I was like, "Doug," because like I'm saying, he's over here saying, "Oh, blank, 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 the R word," right? Like we had said. But when he said, I can say that because I'm quoting it, Doug, you think he would drop even a rap lyric?
You got an idea?
You know, you think he's going to drop that on the show with a rap lyric? Or do you think he's going to drop, let me see, not even that. What's another good one? I don't know. Anything really. Because think about anything like, let me see, where did I have right here? Or Doug, even like, how people back in the day used to refer to not necessarily even gay people, but like if your buddy was being like silly or dumb, you would say, hey, bro, you know, stop being a this word. Right? So if he's going to say, I can say it because I'm quoting it, it's kind of like, then you're saying you would be able to say that, or you would be able to drop an N-bomb, or you'd be able to drop this or that. But if you're saying so that gives you the pass because you're quoting it. But I'm like, to me, it doesn't make any sense, because if you say that, then anything's free game. So you can't pick and choose where, you know, what I would say is like you said at the very beginning, if you're going to say it, just own it. And I actually had a conversation this weekend with a buddy of mine about, you know, the show. And
shout out that dude.
That's one of my shout out to my homie Luis. His fucking birthday is actually today along with Spot. So happy birthday to Spot as well.
Are you gonna give Luis and Spot a Zoom on the moon?
No, I don't got my singing chops on today, but okay. This is where I'm like, either just say it, like, you know, it's not the coolest thing, but I'll use it interchangeably, right? The R word, you know, or whatever.
There's nothing worse than when you try to do something you know is wrong, and you try to set up the crowd by using an excuse first.
Mm-hmm. No, and that's where like I said, dog, like in the beginning, I'm like, okay, this word that was used was retarded. And then you're like, okay, well, you could have said the R word. Yeah, I could have. And I could have used them interchangeably, which I, you know,
challenged. You could have.
And see, but what I don't get is just say the word or don't say the word, but don't make an excuse and be like, oh, okay, well,
it's white privilege, bro. That's the definition of white privilege.
I don't get it, because then is anything free game?
They think if the excuse is good enough, they can do it. And that's basically the definition of white privilege. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know this is wrong, but I kind of can do it anyways because of. So I got a game that I would like to play all those assholes out there that think like that. Mm-hmm. If you can say the N-word because it's in a rap lyric, let me take you to the west side of Food Max at Fresno and B Street, where I used to work at. And why don't you walk around the store for a couple of hours
just singing
it out loud and explaining to everybody that's okay because you're just singing a song.
You're quoting
how that works. Let's see how that works for you. And then not only that, even in this situation, let's go to a challenge, a school where it's just for the challenged. And let's see you say this word 100 times in front of them in an hour with the reference that you're referring to.
Yeah, because you're quoting the reference.
And see if it's okay in that environment. Because you know what? It might be okay to your buddy who thinks like you do.
Yeah.
If you throw that little thing out there that you're doing it because of this, this, and this. But how do the people you're saying about feel? And how would they feel if there was a group of them and you were saying it and trying to excuse it in front of them?
Yeah. And no, this where I was like, to me, I was just like that. And that's what the conversation I had with Luis, where I'm telling you, where I was like, either say it or don't say it, you know, but don't use something beforehand. No, or whatever. I can say this because I'm quoting it, because that alone is bullshit. Because the reason you wouldn't use a million other terms. So is it because on the ladder of bad shit, this is only climbing up there? Because
no,
this one,
I know what it is.
What is it?
Their closet. Because that's how they really feel. Because people that don't really feel like that don't look for opportunities to act like that. So like for me, you know, you've met a lot of my friends already on here. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, vatos. Ask any of them if they've ever heard me use the word like wetback or beaner or the N-word ever. Mm-hmm. You know why? Because what these guys are doing is maybe Stan, right? Maybe Stan lets Rich slip in some of those like little off-color jokes, or maybe stuff because Stan's his buddy. Mm-hmm. But that shit still wouldn't fly in a room full of brothers. So some of these cats have like one or two buddies of a different race, and they can get away with little stuff with them, so they think it's cool. And that's just not the way that it is, dude. The only reason he's acting like this is because that's how he feels. It's white privilege, bro. They're looking for an excuse for bad behavior, instead of just saying, you know what, bro, if there's one person out there, one person that might be offended by me saying what I'm saying, I probably shouldn't do it. Because here's the thing, unless you piss me off, then I don't give a fuck who gets offended, right? If someone's in my face, I'm just going to go for it, snap, and just deal with the shit when I'm done.
Yeah.
But I don't live my life reckless because I don't think like that, dude.
Yeah. No, it just, to me, I was kind of like, I felt like that was kind of a bitch way to be like, oh yeah, I can say this because I'm quoting it. Because as soon as he said that, I go, there's so many things that you still would not say because you're quoting it. So I'm like, oh, do you have your own personal level of shit I can get away with? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, even like rap lyrics, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love DJ Quick, bro. I've been listening to DJ Quick for a long time. But you're probably not going to hear me screaming out his raunchiest lyrics at the stoplight with my windows down.
Yeah.
Right. Even if there's nothing wrong and it's not offending anybody, it's just, I don't know, bro. It's just not. Sometimes you have to take a step back, look in the mirror and say, you know what? That's probably not a good look.
You know what? There was something on the show this week that they had brought up about a quote where somebody tried to piss off Mike Tyson, or somebody was saying shit to Mike Tyson in an interview. And Mike was like, you know what? He's like, you look all nice right here with your little suit and asking your questions, but you're just a fucking asshole. And the guy was like, Mike, you know, we're on live television. And he was like, the fuck you gonna do about it? Right. And Doug, right? It made me fucking laugh because I remember there was two instances that this reminded me of. One was I used to watch all of the Lakers games on KCAL 9, right? And KCAL, we're close enough to the California border where we get KCAL 9. And actually, I'm gonna tie this into Jeff Bezos' woman, Lawrence.
But you still get that Arizona heat?
So we get the Arizona heat, but we get the KCAL 9. So I used to watch all the Lakers games on KCAL 9. And then I remember one time after the fucking game, Shaq was fucking pissed, right? And then he was like, after the game, they're interviewing him. And he was like, yeah, so we'll go over here. The ref's calling all these fouls or whatever. He was like, this is bullshit. And the guy was like, Shaq. He's like, we're on live television. Shaq grabs the mic and goes, I don't give a fuck. Good. I was like, you think bullshit was bad enough? And then you're going to go over here and try to call him out? Doug, what is some little
Rich would have did?
Sideline?
You know what Rich would have did? We're on live television, but did you see what the ref did? That's why I get to say this.
Yeah, because I'm quoting the ref. But
I'm quoting the ref, Shaq.
It was just like, Shaq was like, I don't give a fuck. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, own it.
I remember I was over here at my fucking pad like, oh, shit. I was like 10 years old.
You're already going to get the fine. You're already going to get the fine. You might as well just fucking take it all in, bro.
Dog, it was fucking funny because I remember there was, who was
when you used to be a baller?
No, this was something, it probably happened like,
I remember when I used to be a baller, used to be taller.
I remember it was probably like my freshman year of high school. We went over to my cousin's house and there was some dude there. And my cousins, well, okay, we won't say my cousins. We went to a relative's house.
Yeah, bro.
We went to a relative's house and the relatives, there was some dude there.
A relative of a relative.
The relative of the relative wasn't there, but some dude was there. And I don't know what he said to my dad. And my dad fucking like loked up on him, right? And at this time, dog, my dad's like fucking 40, or let me see. He passed when I was 23. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's like 40, right? So he fucking tells this dude something, and this dude is probably like 25, maybe 20, 25. And this dude says something to my dad, and my dad fucking lokes up on him, and I was like, oh fuck, my dad's about to fuck somebody up. So then the dude, he knows where they're at, so he's like, hey, I know this dude's a relative, so I'm gonna kick back. But he looked at my dad and he goes, hey, you don't know who you're fucking with, right? So my dad looks at him and goes, you don't know who you're fucking with. And I was like, oh shit. And then so I was like, all right. And that dude left. And my cousin or somebody later was like, somebody later was like, oh no, yeah, that dude's a crazy motherfucker, And I was like, my dad didn't give a fuck who it was. He was like, if you're gonna look up to me, then I'll either fuck you up or get my ass beat right here, but I'm not gonna look like a bitch, You
know what, bro? And to say on that, you know what I mean? Like, I've never understood people saying that.
Yeah, you don't know who you're fucking with?
Bro, he's in my face. So am I supposed to care about his past?
Yeah, exactly.
Right now, either I'm gonna knock him out or he's gonna knock me out. And none of that shit matters either way.
No shit. Yeah, no, it made me laugh because I was like, oh shit.
And really, bro, and if what you're telling me is true and he's a crazy motherfucker and I knock him out, then I'm a little crazier.
Exactly, right? Then I'm a fuck, and I'm fucking like twice his age. So who's the real fucking G, right?
Right. And then you can go tell your little story that damn, he wasn't even scared of that crazy motherfucker. Now he's the crazy motherfucker.
Yeah. So fucking yeah.
That's the way it works.
Oh fuck, man. There was some shit that I wanted.
Yeah, I got some too.
Go ahead, dog, because I'll try to remember my other shit.
Just, I don't know. I think it was last week even. I don't think we got to it, but a little rehash of Covino's Twitter bashing. And Spot says he thinks, his opinion is important because he's not a sports fan. And I kind of agree and I disagree on that, man. I know this. If Spot won a once in a lifetime, one day pass to meet the Harry Potter crew, bro, and fucking Harry called in sick because he wanted to go do some bullshit, Spot would not be happy. You know what I'm saying? He just wouldn't, bro. He would not be happy. His once in a lifetime never.
I didn't come to watch
again.
Potter.
Right. I didn't come to see fucking Hermione or whatever, fucking Hermione or Ronnie or yeah, bro. Like, you don't think he'd be pissed off?
Yeah, no, 100%. That's a perfect analogy because as a sports fan, that's how you feel, right? It's like you're fucking hella stoked to go and see that person and they're not there.
Right. You don't pay all that money to go see second and third fiddle.
You pay $200 to go to Hulkamania, right? And
yes.
you get there and they're like, oh, you know what? The Hulks are fucking called out today.
But there's Bret Hart.
Yeah.
What?
You're like, hey, I love Bret Hart, but this ain't fucking Hartamania.
But he's not going to rip his shirt off in front of me and make Yeah, Hulkamanias run wild, bro. They eat their vitamins and say their prayers.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So yeah, I just, that was one. And then fucking the guys were talking about Karma Electra. She was posting hot photos at fucking 50. What middle-aged celebrity do you think is hot? I mean, obviously Sofia Vergara is, but who else is smoking at 50?
Fucking Carmen Electra. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, I think that's what the fellas were talking about.
Oh yeah, no, Carmen Electra. I'm sorry, dog. I'd have to put Carmen Electra, J-Lo, and Shakira all on that fucking list right off the bat. That's without me even thinking. And I think Shakira might be like 47 or something, but she's close enough.
That's all
I'm throwing that bitch in there too. I'm throwing, dog. 50 is no lie. Like if it's not the new 30, it's the new 35. Because all of these fucking chicks are looking bad, dog. I would fucking do some shit to Carmen Electra at 50. Fucking, I wasn't even a fan of her when I was young, dog. But fucking damn, looking at her now.
What about Elizabeth Hurley, bro?
I'm sure she's bad. I can't think of her off the top of my head.
She's damn near sick. What about Christy Brinkley? That lady's 68.
She's like fucking friends with my nana, and I'd still fucking bang her.
You'd still bang her nana?
She's fucking bad. Yeah, I would. Oh,
Halle Berry, 55.
Halle Berry's another one. She is such a baddie, dog.
Bro, I would massage her 6th toe.
Fuck, she's got a 6th toe?
I don't know. That's what the rumors are, but I'd find out. I'd lick that fucker.
Oh, fuck, dog. That's crazy.
What about Sandra Bullock, bro?
Oh yeah, she's cool, but her
jawline's kind of wild.
No, see that I don't know, dog. See, and this is the thing. Of course I would. Let's get that out of the way. But I don't know. She's always had like a something a little masculine about her. Like I don't know. Maybe she has like a long face or something.
I feel like she punched.
But she's definitely, I mean, bad, especially for an older lady. Yeah, she's definitely,
she's a bolder lady is what she is. She's kind of manly, yo. She's kind of bold.
Yeah, for sure. But you got any other 50s on that list or no?
I got a bunch. Kathy Ireland, bro. Remember her?
I don't.
The green eyes?
I don't, but she sounds bad. Green eyes. Was she on Baywatch?
I am not sure, bro. To be honest with you, I'm not sure.
I don't know either. Off the top of my head.
No, they're just getting old, bro. Like Sharon Stone and fucking Heather Locklear.
Yeah. Those are just old bitches now.
But anyways, I think that's all I got for now, bro.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Fuck it. Let me see. Oh, this I know. I don't know why. Well, I mean, I guess I know why, but I don't know why. Covino and Rich, they swing from fucking Seinfeld's nuts like crazy, dog, right? Where they're like, oh, every day this week or every day last week, we had a Seinfeld tie-in. I feel like with most good sitcoms, you can if you're a big enough fan of the show, I think you can find a tie-in. Like every day this week or last week, I found tie-ins from King of Queens references where they were like, they brought up, I think, how many people have died from looking at ass or some shit. Did you hear that conversation? Okay, so the conversation was there's definitely a number of people that were driving and saw like some bitch bending over or something, and they're like,
nice pair of
shit,
cheeks,
yeah.
Bro?
And they go to look and boom, they fucking crash and die.
Oh,
there's definitely a statistic about that, right? So they brought up Seinfeld and they're like, oh yeah, there's an episode of Seinfeld where Kramer does this or something. And I'm like, but there was an episode of King of Queens that did this too, where Doug and Deacon, they're best friends, they're in a car and Deacon's the passenger, Kevin James is driving, they drive past the strip club, and then fucking Deacon looks in, he's like, oh, and then fucking Doug looks and boom, he rams into the wife because they're following each other because they're going to a movie or something.
He hit his wife looking at cheeks.
So Doug
it's all bad.
Doug hit Deacon's car, but Deacon's wife was driving it. So the two cars were driving, to go watch the movie together or whatever.
Where was Miss Daisy at?
She was in the back. They were driving her. So yeah, but I was like, Doug, any good show, I could pull a reference from everything that they're talking about. What's so funny?
Nothing.
But I'm just thinking they could pull. So when they say, oh, Seinfeld, if you can think of something, Seinfeld's done it all. A lot of if there was a show, Doug, King of Queens ran for like 10 years. If a show ran for more than 6 or 7 years, you can probably find an instance of that. So I don't think Seinfeld's that unique. I don't know why people. I like Seinfeld. I saw the whole series. I know all the references, but I still am like,
To me, it hasn't aged well.
I think it. I mean, I still dig it because I watched it back in the day.
Because I mean, when is the last year? When was the last episode?
Oh fuck, I don't know, dog. Like 03 maybe.
Because they're already goofy white guys, right?
Yeah, look that up.
And living in a world that's completely fucking unfamiliar to me. Right? You too, or no? Or you get
down with no. They do live in a completely different world. However, I do dig it because I mean, I don't know, I like the show, regardless of whether I fucking can connect with all the references. I think it's a good show overall. But it is, I mean, I don't know that New York style apartment living. I don't know being single in your fucking, 30s like they were with no kids. And I don't know that whole it doesn't connect with me on that way. But I do dig the show as a whole, so whatever.
I mean, I thought it was all right. I really did, but I just think that, for me, let's see, when did it end, bro? 19? No, that's not it.
It probably started in like what, 92, 90?
Yeah, the final was in 98.
Okay, so it probably ran from 90 to 98 or something, right?
So for me, it's like you're talking 24 years ago in a life that no one I've ever known has lived.
Yeah, that East Coast living.
It's damn near a quarter century ago with some bullshit life I can't relate to.
Yeah, no, there's.
I don't know. I mean, I think some parts of it's funny too, but it's like Jerry. I don't know, bro. That shit just don't do it for me, dude.
it just it don't connect. And see, that's the thing, is that a lot of shit that I think is fucking hilarious is because I can relate to it. This is one that I just thoroughly enjoyed, even though I can't relate to it.
Well, because you know what I can't relate to?
What's up?
The brother and the Asian dude in my neighborhood or in the schoolyard talking shit like a Jackie Chan and a Chris Rock. Like, those are things that I can relate to because I lived it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that lifestyle, it's tough for me, dude. It's tough for me to relate.
It's funny because there's some things I talk about or that we've talked about on the show where you're like, I've never seen this, or I've never seen my parents do this or that. This week, Rich said that he's never seen his dad eat a bowl of cereal. And I'm like, what? Dog.
Well, hey, but hold on. That makes sense. He never had a PB&J till he was 30.
What the fuck did they eat over there in the Davis house?
Fucking corn on the cob or what, bro?
I don't know, dog, because I'm like, my dad was the fucking Cocoa Puff king. I'm telling you. My dad
like Frosted Flakes and Tricks.
Dog, they could throw down some fucking cereal. I just feel like, especially like as a dad, I feel like it was an easy thing to do. You're fucking, get a bowl of cereal, whatever. And I don't know. I don't know anybody who hasn't
eat cereal.
He hasn't had a bowl of cereal. So for him to say Greg hasn't eaten he never saw him eat a bowl of cereal, it's kind of crazy.
You know what though, too?
What?
That cereal was also, regardless of class or like wealth or whatever, income, cereal was cheap enough that everybody could enjoy it, bro. You did not have to be rich to get fucking Lucky Charms. You could just get the knockoffs in the box. It might be Lucky Chams or fucking Unlucky Charms, but or Unlucky Charms because they were out of code or something from grocery outlet. But either way, you could still have some Lucky Charms, bro.
Oh, you know what? I know we kind of touched on this a while back, and I just want to make it real quick. I need a quick answer. When it comes to shopping and shit, are you driving fucking half a mile down the road to save 15 cents on a gallon of milk?
No. Being an ex-retail grocery manager myself, I will drive 20 minutes down the road if I'm going to save $30 on my thing, because see, I know, like, basically, I'm not doing that, but I will drive 10 or 15 minutes down the road if I'm going to save a shitload of money on like a loss leader. Like if they have Tide where they're losing money on the Tide to get you in the door, or they got like Pepsi cubes for fucking $4.99 limit 4. Yeah, I might go 10 minutes to grab 4 of those motherfuckers.
Uh-huh.
And normally when they do that, they have other loss leaders at the front door too. So you might as well just stock up on whatever they're losing money on and then dip and then go like Winco.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then go get the rest of your shit at Winco. So I will, if the flyer's good enough where I can grab enough good shit for hella good money and I can save like on multiple items, I'll go hit them for that and walk out the door. Because the game I like to play, bro, is I love to go to the Save Marts and the Vons and the Safeway where they tell you the percentage you saved at the bottom of the receipt.
Oh, yeah,
bro.
yeah.
And if I don't save at least 30, I fail.
Yeah. You know what, though? So one more question. If you want something, but you know that shit's going to be on sale on Wednesday, first question, do you know it's going to be on sale on Wednesday? Or if you do, are you going to come back on Wednesday? Or are you going to pick it up right now?
Bro, I could find out what's going to be on Save Mart for the next month.
Yeah.
So no, I'm going to wait. It just depends what it is. You know what I mean? If you got a hot chick over or whatnot, a date, and you know, lobster tails are going on sale for fucking 2 for $10 on Wednesday, but she wants lobster, then you might go spend the $12.99, bro. It just is what it is. But I mean, if you can wait, you probably should.
Yeah. My problem is, dog, that I don't fucking check any sales papers. So if I'm going to the store, I'm grabbing whatever the fuck I need, and then that's it. And I know it's probably a fucking dumb way to shop, but I'm just like, fuck it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to be out and I'm going to fucking move on with my life. And I'm like,
not if you stay at Walmart or Winco, bro, or if you stay at one of those box stores, they're cheap enough where, yeah, you might have spent an extra $5 or $3, or that costs you an extra 60 cents, but it's going to level out. The thing is, me having worked at both Save Mart and Food Max, and it's owned by the Save Mart companies, which now they sold it. The thing was, the business model was a Save Mart, the nicer, higher, classier store with the freshest stuff. We were based on appearance. Everything was just top notch. Well, they made 30% gross profit, bro. That was the goal, was to make at least 30% gross profit. Food Max only makes 10. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, because Food Max churns out so many units, they sell fucking millions of Kellogg's, millions of Pop-Tarts, millions of Folgers, millions of Maruchan, millions of fucking Charmin, millions of... They get the discount for the company. So Save Mart can make even more money on their side. Their gross profit's even higher because they're using the selling and the buying power of Food Max to get the same product at the same price. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So long story short, basically what that means is those box stores, they're more about numbers than they are about profitability. They're trying to crank out units, and every store has it. Ralph's and, you know, Ralph's and fucking Kroger, their shit is Food Co., right? Save Mart, their shit is Food Max. Fucking Walmart already sells a gang of shit, but then they got Sam's Club. So, you know, fucking, you know, I think Pack and Save, they're owned by fucking Safeway. So all the major companies do it. All the grocery retailers do that.
Yeah, because I have like maybe 2 minutes one way. I have a fucking Fry's and Kroger. Basically, all their shit's Kroger products. And then I have a fucking Walmart like 3 minutes the other way. So I'm like, if I'm going to one of those two stores, I usually don't really need to. I don't know. I just feel like I'm not going to spend time going through the sales papers and shit, whatever, because the shit that we're getting is pretty generic and shit. We always get like some of the same shit, like your fucking staples and fucking like, you know, maybe some meat and fucking, and by,
that's all I,
you know, meat.
That's all I try to save money on.
And fucking, like fucking bell peppers and tomatoes and shit. Like it's all basic shit, you know?
No, the shit I try to save money on is like tri-tip, fucking ribeyes, filet mignons, porterhouses, fucking baby back ribs, you know, jumbo prawns, lobster.
Well, see,
tails,
if I'm gonna buy shit like that, that's a little more pricey. But by meat, I mean like literally like either fucking ground beef or ground turkey and fucking like, or fucking hamburger patties, you know, like just basic
leg quarters,
shit.
Bro.
What the fuck are leg quarters?
What?
Yeah.
Bro, you don't fuck with leg quarters?
I'd never even heard of that.
Oh, bro. Everyone out there who don't know what a leg quarter is, trust the cucuy.
Is it leg? Like a leg, an arm and a leg?
It's a chicken leg quarter. And so what it is the drumstick is still attached. It kind of goes like up and over. And it's like a nice piece of, I don't know if it's thigh or what it is. I think it's a thigh. So it's a thigh with a drumstick attached. They just haven't chopped it yet. And you can cook it as a whole, bro. You season that fucker up.
I've seen those. They look like at the fucking Renaissance fair and shit, right?
Oh, bro, they're so good, dude. You can go get some. You know what Chef Marito seasoning is?
No, but
the little fucker with the he's a vato dude. And he's got like the little hat. It's called Chef Marito. I'll go get it in a minute. You get the chicken one, bro, and you fucking dude, you hit that leg quarter up hella good and just let it fucking marinate in the dry rub for like an hour. And then when you flip it on there, it gets this like crust and it keeps all the juices in that fucking leg quarter, bro.
Oh, that sounds.
And then when you bust it open, it just literally busts open with juice.
Yeah. No, that sounds.
And then, you know, everyone dries that chicken out
yet. I haven't lived it yet.
Sorry, bro.
I will though.
I know.
Yeah, but anyway, Doug, what's cracking? What you got?
Well, one other thing, I got a couple things. Rich did you hear him saying that he wanted to teach his kid a trade and that did you hear any of that about teaching your kid a trade?
Oh, yeah. Where he was saying, you could make money as a plumber, but like if you own the company.
Yes.
Yeah, I did. I was a little irritated by that fucking story, but go ahead.
Why were you irritated?
Because, Doug, I'm like, I know plenty of people And I could be a little perturbed because I have worked construction. I have done fucking shit like that where, yeah, you can have a dope ass company, make a shit ton of money, but I know people that can make more money working for somebody. And I don't mean like an independent contractor type of shit. I mean, a company, you could make a shit ton being a plumber, working for a big ass company rather than fucking owning your own little plumbing company and, having one or two people under you. So I feel like in the trades, there's a lot of money to be made regardless of which route you take. If you're going to be a laborer and you're making minimum wage, I could see that. But when he's saying plumber, any kind of contractor, Doug,
I'm no plumber, bro, but I'll tell you one thing, bro. I do lay pipe.
I've heard that. I have heard that. So that's one thing where I'm kind of like, I heard that story and he was like, oh no, I'm not going to get into it. It's going to piss a lot of people off. Oh, I'm not going to get into it. And then he still gets into it. Right.
I'm going to clown him right now, bro.
Fucking, that's another thing that goes back to the, I can say it because I'm quoting it type of shit. Don't sit here and make us fucking jiggle your balls in order for you to fucking come out and say it. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking say it or don't say it. Don't play that shit with me. Or no, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to. No. Either say it.
He's a little bitch.
Dog, either say it or keep that shit to your fucking self and don't open your mouth. But don't say, I'm going to fucking say it. Oh, no, I'm not going to say it. No. Hey, speak your fucking mind or shut the fuck up. That's all I got to say.
Hey, and I got a theory on it, bro.
What was your theory on why'd you hate it?
I know why he doesn't get it.
Why?
Because he's never been a boss. You know why? It sounds cute and dandy until you got to pay that the rent on the fucking facility that you fucking work out of, and you got to pay the insurance, and you got to make payroll, and fucking labor was slow, and half your fucking company's out with COVID, and you got appointments, and money's not coming in. Now you got to pay this guy's COVID pay. Rich has always been taken care of because he's never been the boss. Mm-hmm. He doesn't know what it's like to be the boss. He doesn't know the burden and the responsibility that comes with being the boss. And you know what I'm saying? He's got Covino as his better half. So, I mean, bro, it's not like he carries the weight of anything they do together. They both carry the weight. So, and it's not like he gets to sign his own contract. All he gets to do is go out there and perform, and people can tell him if it was good enough. But he's never had to fucking judge someone else's performance or tell them their performance wasn't good enough, bro. He doesn't know the responsibility that comes with running your own business and the burdens that it bears. Some people aren't built for that, and some people are, and they just don't want it, dude. They're happy making $40-$50 an hour, living somewhere where that's a lot of money, maybe doing some side work when they want some extra money, and life is good, bro. Yeah. Some people don't want to own the company and get woken up to fucking unclog a fucking toilet bowl full of shit at 4 a.m. They just don't want that fucking headache.
Doug, I've been a co-owner of a construction company with my best friend, right? And this is where you have that shit is so fucking stressful. Right now, I work for somebody, right? And I'm like, yeah, it's a stressful ass job and there's a lot of responsibility on me. But Doug, when you're fucking doing shit like that, it never fucking stops. You have a fucking client that wants to do this shit, or there's fucking no dude out, bro. Yeah, this dude's being fucking stupid. And you're like, okay, now this motherfucker is going to try and fucking call out tomorrow. I already know it. And then you're like, okay, so we're going to have to find another dude that come over here and fucking do this. Okay, I got to call this fucking,
and bro, if you act up, they might throw your name into it, but you're only going to damage the reputation of like the school or your department or whatnot. If you act up and you own a business, you're going to damage the reputation of that whole fucking business, which is going to affect the income, dude.
Yeah, no, 100%. And then you get people fucking, I'm going to call the fucking Better Business Bureau because they're fucking tired of some shit because you said something, they thought you meant something different. Oh, your contract said this, whatever. And you're like, no, motherfucker, my contract said this. Oh, well, it was vague. Well, you have so much stupid shit where if you're working for somebody, Doug, when you fucking leave, you get to fucking turn your shit off and fucking, you know what? Fuck that. If nobody contacts me, good.
Well, and you just made a good point, bro. say you're part of a team, right? Let's say plumber, right? Like Rich wants to say, and you don't own the company. Let's just say you're the lead on the foreman, however they term it up in fucking plumber land, right? You're the lead fucking main plumber, chingon, vato motherfucker, okay?
I know.
And let's just say,
just
say you guys are doing a week-long job, right? And something happens, maybe you guys fuck some shit up and fucking who knows, right? Turds everywhere. Who fucking knows, right? There's some shit going on between the customer and the owner and fucking the arrangement that was worked out because the fucking business fucking was at fault, whatever. Maybe the business fucking doesn't make any money on that job.
Mm-hmm.
You know who doesn't fucking get money taken out of their check?
Yeah.
The manager.
Yeah.
You know, the lead plumber, he can still go to the bar on Friday and Saturday night because it didn't come out of him. The owner took that hit.
Yeah.
Some people just don't want to be in that position, bruh.
Yeah, no, and dog, and people like a fucking any kind of like certified contractor like that, a general contractor, a fucking some kind of like licensed plumber, or dog, those dudes can make a fuck ton of money. And like you brought up a good point a little while ago, is you could have your normal fucking, you know, fucking 9 to 5, whatever, as a plumber, which those hours get a little funky, but whatever. But your days off, you can go and do a fucking side job and make fucking $300-400 for fucking, you know, half hour of work. You could do a little quick little side job. Fucking, you know what? These fucking people thought this shit was the end of the world. And I just had to fucking, you know, unclog their toilet or some stupid shit.
Snake. All I had to do is have the good snake that I bought at Home Depot.
Exactly. Right. And
they got the little fucking French tickler they bought at the Dollar Tree.
Exactly.
That was the difference.
100%. 100%. You know, maybe your snake has a little camera on it. Right. And fucking, and like you said, their little French tickler didn't, you know.
I think Rich's snake has a camera on it, bro.
Oh man, dog. I just tripped out. Oh, you know what?
But not only that, and they're also big on Gary V, right? What would Gary V say, Rich? Gary V would tell your kid that your kid don't need to figure it out till they're fucking 40 because they still got half their life.
No, what does Gary V say? A lot of people fucking want to be entrepreneurs, right? They want to fucking be this person. They want to be that person. And he's like, you know what? Number 12 at Google is still making way more than fucking most random little fucking companies and shit. So if you want to work for yourself and you want that headache and shit, and hey, more power to you, do it. But don't make that your only, don't think, hey, that's where I'm going to make the money. Because like he said, you could be number 7 at Facebook, number 12 at Google, number 3 at Coke, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You do this shit. There's still money to be made working for a fucking organization. Dog, I'm like, I have a decent job. I'm like, I know people that work for organizations that make really good fucking money in the organization. You know, they're not even fucking one of like the toppest dogs. They're one of the top dogs, but they're not one of like the top 3, you know, and they're still making good ass money. So I don't know.
We'll take even for me, bro. They take care of me where I'm at. Like, what would I rather do? Go try to start my own fucking thing and struggle and go through all the procedures that they've already went through because I want my own shit, or would I just want to stay with number 1 and just be part of the winning team forever?
Exactly.
Like, why would I want to do my own shit? Do they take care of me? They take care of me well. Like, and not only that, even at like my last job at Save Mart, bro. One thing when you work for an organization, like they give you 401k, bro, and they match you and whatnot. And there's a lot of money to be said for that too. You could probably get like a free, you know, $3 to $5 grand a year if you max out your 401k and you do the shit the right way. And you do that when you own your own business, like I used to, you know, I was selling real estate. I had a music company. You're responsible at that point in time to save your own 401k. And there ain't nobody matching it, bro. And it's a lot harder to fucking save it when, you know, you're forced to take your money, pay your bills, and then save after than when they take it out before you even see the money and put it over there.
100%.
And then someone fucking matches it a little bit. Like, you know,
no, that's one thing that my company does really fucking well is they match us for a gang for retirement. I'm just going to say a gang percentage wise. And I was talking, like I said, I was talking to my buddy this weekend and he was like, dude, he's like, they fucking match you that much. He was like, you need to be dumping as much as you can into that.
You do. Absolutely. You know, it's free money, bro. It's free money.
They're matching you. Yeah. They're matching us. And then, like you said, they fucking dog. They're pulling it out before we even see it. So I know what I have to work with. Boom, and I don't have to think about it. I don't have to even think about it, right?
Well, not only that, bro. Check this out. Great healthcare, and I'm not talking Kaiser. Fucking, we'll keep you alive if you could show up at the ER. Fucking benefits. I'm talking like Anthem Blue Cross or like Blue Cross or great coverage, and not the low tier plan, like a good fucking low deductible plan, you're talking $500 to $750 a month, bro. Like if you want a good ass plan, if you got kids, you're talking over a G. You know what I mean? So let's not forget also with the matching program, dude, you know how much money you have to make working for yourself in a business? You're probably better off making $75,000, $80,000 a year working for a company, getting all the free stuff like healthcare and matching 401k. And God forbid they give you retirement too on top of that. You better be making well over 150 net working for yourself if you're trying to match all that yourself.
No, Doug, like I have a buddy who I was talking to that they were telling me about the way their health benefits work and shit. And their shit, Doug, they don't put anything into it and they have good ass healthcare. I'm like, a benefit like that, you're not going to get that working for yourself. You know what I'm saying, Doug? You have dope ass medical. And I feel like as an adult, you start to realize that kind of shit, you know?
Well, and there's a difference. Does your medical pay for braces or does it not? If you got medical insurance that'll actually pay for like 90% of your braces, you're on one of those top tier fucking ones, bro. Because if you're like the baller on the budget and you got like Blue Cross, PPO, bro, the bottom fucker Anthem or some shit at the barrel, they're not paying. You're lucky to get the motherfuckers clean twice a year.
Yeah. Thank God to get them clean twice a year.
Oh, that's what your has.
No, I mean mine's pretty good, dog, but it's not like the shit I was hearing about from my buddy. It was like, oh no, his shit's fucking ridiculous. It's really fucking good.
I got a wisdom tooth taken out about 3 weeks ago, bro, and it cost me like $20.
Oh well, I got one for you. I had 4 teeth and a wisdom tooth taken out, and it was $50.
Oh, there you go, bro. You had 4 teeth, bro? How many you got left? What are you talking about?
I had too many teeth when I had my braces and shit, dog. They had to take out the 2 behind my canine teeth on the top and the 2 behind the canine teeth on the bottom and one of my wisdom teeth. So, yeah, dog, that was a fun while for me.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds like it. Fuck.
But I didn't fucking wear my retainers enough. And now my daughter told me I have SpongeBob teeth.
Uh-oh.
She's like, hey, daddy, look it. She's like, when you smile, you got your teeth like SpongeBob. And I was like, hey, fucking thanks. So,
damn.
Whatever, dog.
What else?
Whatever. At least they're not distracting. That was my only goal with braces, dog. I'm like, I just need my teeth not to be distracting, you know? I'm like, I could deal with the little imperfection, dog, fucking whatever. But as long as I'm not talking to somebody and they're like, why does that tooth overlap that other tooth? And not even listening to what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I
was just hanging out with Tip Dog right now and fucking he got Invisalign.
Oh yeah,
he likes his Invisalign. Yeah, but I don't know if he got to wear the retainer for life or it seemed like a lot of work.
Dog, you got to wear that shit for 22 hours a day.
Really?
And you can only take it out to eat or drink. Really, that's what it comes down to.
The retainer on Invisalign?
Invisalign is basically like retainers that every month or every 6 weeks or some shit, they give you a new retainer that's a little more adjusted. Because last time when I lost my retainers, I went to my orthodontist and I was like, oh, can I get some new retainers? They're like, oh yeah, do you want him to adjust them a little bit? And I was like, oh, I don't give a fuck. So when I got the new ones, they were tight as fuck because that's what they'll do with Invisalign. Because now the retainers are basically Invisalign. It's a little clear aligner you put on. So when you get Invisalign, your shit's a little fucked up. You put it on and yeah, it's tight. But then 6 weeks later, you switch it out to the new aligners and those are a little tighter. So that's what they're doing is they're shifting them every so many weeks. That's why you have to wear them for 22 hours a day. And they work if you fucking use them for that 20 some hours.
His shit worked. No, he worked.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he had before and afters and shit. But
you see my before and afters, they're fucking crazy.
Oh, I saw him.
I get drunk, dog. I start showing those to everybody.
Oh, that's fucking that's great. You show them out this weekend or what, bro?
No, but I remember when I told you that remember I told you about my buddy Kevin that I met. That's his kid dances with my daughter. And fucking we started bullshitting. One time we got all fucked up at my house, right? We were fucked up. Next thing I know, dog, I was showing him the little studio where I record because he's all into podcasting. He was like, fuck, dude, this shit's dope. Next thing I know, I'm showing him pictures of my teeth and shit. And we were fucking I don't even know how we got there. I think because he had brought up braces or something. And I was like, oh, you want to see some crazy shit? We were all fucked up. So I break those out they're a good conversation starter.
Fuck, man. Hey, you know what I was gonna ask you too is fucking responsibilities of having a dog. I mean, we know how you feel about dogs. So
what's wrong with giving them some water and letting them be outside, dog?
I don't know. When you're sending me fucking pictures of the heat every day, bro, how do you cook them?
Dog, I went for a walk the other day. It was like 7 p.m. and it was like 102 or some shit, 104. I was like, fuck, dog, this shit's ridiculous.
I know this. I know the temps that you send me the screenshots from the weather app and how hot it is.
Yeah.
And then on TikTok, I'm watching people fry a steak on the sidewalk in a skillet, bro. And you're asking me what's wrong with leaving the dog outside?
Oh, Doug, fucking
Doug.
I was in Tucson this weekend, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna get a break from the heat. It was fucking hotter over there than it was in Yuma.
Why do you think you're gonna get a break? Is it not supposed to be hot over there?
It's usually like 10 degrees cooler than Yuma. So over here it was like 106, right? And so when I'm up there, I'm thinking like, okay, it's gonna be fucking 96, right? Well, Doug, it was, I think 100 and
he's celebrating 96.
Fuck yeah. Well, see, I was looking at the fucking app and I was like, cool. I was like, by 7, it'll be 93. So I was all fucking stoked, right? When I was in Tucson.
Right.
But I looked at Yuma, dog. It was like, I think yesterday it was 106. And we looked at Yuma and it was like 101 or 102. And I was like, it's fucking, and it was humid as fuck because it rained like twice when I was there this weekend. So I was like, it was 106 and fucking humid. I was fucking dying, dog. I was.
What's hella funny, bro? Is fucking, and then what's funny is Tip Dog. He still lives in Fresno.
Yeah.
So he came up here, bro, in flip flops and shorts and a tank top, dude. And when he hopped out at like 5:30, it was like 60 or 58 or something. He was freezing, bro.
Oh, I can't imagine that, dog. Like fuck, like you literally when it's our winter, like, and by winter I mean like December 23rd. It's like it'll be like 54. And I'm like, fuck yeah. That's my favorite temperature is 52 to 56. Love that temperature. So when it's like 54, you're like, fuck yeah. But that's our winter. And right now, oh, this motherfucker over here showing me fucking 64 degrees right now. All right.
Hey, bro. Hey, no, well, hold on, bro. We did have a high of, what did we have? We had what's the high? High of 64, bro. Tomorrow it'll be 78 though, so it'll be cooking. Maybe I'll try that steak shit.
Oh, you know what, dog? And you just showed everybody what time it is. So everybody that's listening to this,
about that time,
they'll be getting this in a few hours because we recorded so late this weekend because I had to go fucking visit the homie for the weekend. Dog, my girl was like, "What did you get him?" And I was like, "Get him, bitch! I'm driving 3 hours to go see him. I am get what I got him, So
what do you mean? What'd you get him?
She wanted to know like what I got him as a gift. It's like, I ain't getting no fucking gift. We're fucking old and I'm fucking driving. So I fucking cooked his burgers.
Not even like a small bottle of Patron though?
No, dog. I didn't give him shit. Actually, I lied. I took something that we were both able to enjoy, but just leave it at that.
All right.
I didn't take like fuck it, whatever. We'll just take that. We were able to enjoy something, but I already had it. So it's not like I fucking,
Bro, you're leaving the world wondering now.
The world can want. Let us know in the comments what you think it is that I took them. Could be alcohol.
Unknown caller.
Could be an unknown caller. Could be fucking.
See, bro, like that's what's crazy about spam is I don't even know how they get me when I'm on the show, bro. I'll be on the show, like now they know the show number, like tapping into us on the show, bro, trying to tell me that my PayPal's expired and someone's stealing funds.
Doug, have you been getting those fucking spam text messages about PayPal?
Oh yeah,
I've been getting so many lately where it's like,
I fuck with
click
them,
here
bro.
to go into your fucking Amazon. No, Doug, I put up my old washer on Craigslist like fucking a week ago, and I got and I even put in the text mess or like to text or whatever. I made the number look all funky, like some of it was spelled out and some of it was the actual number, and so people I won't get that spam shit. I still got 2 spam fucking messages.
Really?
Of people reaching out. Yeah, it was spam shit. Like, hey, I'm gonna send you a code. You send me a code, then I'll send you the money order. Then I'll have my brother-in-law come pick it up, and then fucking, you're like, dog, what the fuck? And I typed it in all funky. So I mean, whatever. Maybe they have like a real person working for these spam companies reading the shit.
Yeah, no, I fuck with them big time, dude. When they call me, they get the run for their money because they're gonna try to waste my time calling. I'm gonna wait because you know what I realized? I realized this. And this is how you know that you won't get the number. Fucking none of their affiliates are going to call you. They're not going to call you back. You got to give them a run for their money, bro. So then I start fucking with them. When I know it's a spam, I start playing games and I try to see how long I can keep them on the phone, because that stops them from bugging other people, number one. So it's good karma. And number two, once they realize that you had already caught on to them and you were trying to play them the whole time, they don't call back. And any one of their affiliates that got your numbers, they don't waste their time calling either.
Yeah. I just honestly, I don't answer any of them. I look at it, I'm like, okay, I'll block that number. I know they are getting a little more sneaky. They'll get a number. They'll call you from a number that is like your area code and looks like a cell phone number. It'll look like a cell phone number, like in your fucking town and shit.
Bro, it just came up 805-303-4612. I don't know you from Ventura.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Why are you calling a Fresno number, bro, from Ventura?
Yeah. And you're in Lompoc. Yeah. I mean,
I'm in Lompoc.
You know, I don't fuck, dog. I don't fucking
get
people.
I'm not in living color, bro, but homie don't play that.
Isn't that why Covino failed recess? Because he don't play?
He don't play, bro. He flunked out. He was always by the flagpole like me.
Did you hear this week where they were talking about that little fucking challenge that parents are doing, where they walk up to their kid and they're like, hey, I'm gonna fight somebody, and they have a little kid. You're gonna have to fight him.
Yeah.
Doug, before they had talked about this on the show, like a week before this, I don't know if I told you, I might have mentioned on the show, but my girl did that to Kennedy. And she was like, Kennedy, I go, fuck, dog. I might be watching too much UFC with her and shit, because she was like, Kennedy, she was like, there's this girl, and dog, my girl's feisty, you know? And so she's been known to fucking throw down in her day. And so,
really?
Yeah, my girl used to fucking scrap all the time. She's kicked back lately since she's become a mom and shit, but she still got that fire. And Kennedy still sees her getting crazy and shit, right? So she was like, Kennedy, she's like, there's this girl that wants to fight me. She's like, I'm going to fuck her up. She's like, but she's got a little girl that's about your age. She's like, and you're going to have to kick her ass. Dog, Kennedy starts getting on her shoes. And I fucking started laughing, dog. I go, Kennedy.
That's good.
And she was like, after she told her she was fucking around, I go, Kennedy. And Kennedy, dog, is on her nightgown with sneakers. Like, let's go fuck up this kid, right? And I go, Kennedy, you were going to go fight this girl? She goes, well, yeah. Like, hey, mom said she needed me. What's up? You know, I was like, fuck, she's crazy, dog. And it's funny because sometimes, like, we watch a lot of UFC together, which can get kind of bloody. And I'm like, okay, probably not the greatest shit, but whatever. But whenever, like, I'm like, all right, Kennedy, let's box. She goes like this. She bobs and weaves, dog, and then like she'll swing, and then she's like bobbing and weaving away from me. And even if I like put up a fist or put up a hand, I'm like, here, you know, go ahead and punch my hand like a little fucking speed bag and shit. She'll punch it, and she bobs out of the way and weaves and shit as it's just my hand. So I'm like, she was ready. Shit. She was ready to go fucking throw down, you know? So I thought that was a cool segment that they were talking about. Honestly, Doug, as a kid, if I was Kennedy's age, I probably would have been a little bitch and been like, what do you mean we got to go fight? You know, but she was fucking down.
Is that what you're doing? Your dad was going to fight the other guy?
Yeah. I was like, I'm over trying to dance to the Backstreet Boys. What are you doing?
Oh, fuck.
I was like, oh, fuck. And then, but fucking Kennedy was about to go fuck somebody up, Doug. But
that's fucking great.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
That's crazy, Holmes.
I have one comment about the Covino and Rich show as a whole. Well, I have to exclude Spot from this, dog. But these motherfuckers, I'll be honest, you know I love them, but these motherfuckers, Covino and Rich from the Covino and Rich show, are a couple of hypocrites. And I gotta say this. Where's
this coming from, bro? Where's this coming from?
This is because they were talking about returning your shopping cart. If you don't return your shopping cart, you're a piece of shit, basically, right?
All right.
Which I agree with.
That. Me too.
But then 3 minutes down the road, both of these motherfuckers are talking about how they don't wipe down their gym equipment. How are you gonna fucking not? You know, to me, I feel like that's a scumbaggy move too. Like to fucking dog, and then Rich.
Hold on. But do you expect them to return and wipe down the shopping cart? Because for me, that's going to be the key.
It depends. Is there like a little spray bottle and fucking napkin by the shopping cart?
Because I'm not. No, I've seen that's where I disagree. Like for me, I'm not really worried. I'm not a germaphobe. So I do it at the gym because it's etiquette.
Yeah.
And that's what everybody does. I'm not doing it because I think I can get someone sick or anything other than just trying to be polite and pay it forward for the next person. And that's why I do it.
Isn't that why you're returning your shopping cart?
Well, yeah, but I'm not going to spray the bitch down too.
Well, that's what I'm saying, dog. They don't have a little towel and shit next to it.
Well, I return the shopping cart for different reasons. I worked at a grocery store. I'm the grocery guy, right? So I return the shopping cart because the wind could blow your cart that you thought was in the flower bed planter, and it could fucking ding someone's car. You know what I mean? Or someone could fucking back into it. Or it just, for me, you're getting a little bit of extra steps. I'm a step counter. I like to count steps anyways. Mm-hmm. So for me, I'm doing it because I feel like it's the right thing to do because I don't want the wind or something. I know once it's in there and it goes over that lip that keeps them in the cart corral, I'm good. My shit ain't gonna fuck nobody else's shit up. Mm-hmm. So that's why I do it. I mean, if you really want to think about it, that's what those baggers get paid to do.
Yeah.
Like in reality, I hate to say this, but if everyone put their cart back in the corral,
you'd be cutting jobs.
You'd be cutting hours.
Yeah.
Part of it is them rambling up all those fucking carts during 5 o'clock and, you know, all day Super Bowl and, you know, New Year's and whatnot, because that's what keeps them fucking busy. But I do take the cart back. So I believe in that. I wouldn't spray it down.
All of the cart returners, cart people, fucking individuals that are, you know, running carts and shit like that work there here in town, dog. Every one of those motherfuckers has on gloves. Cause a lot of these fucking carts that some of them are fucked up and they're missing the plastic, so it's just a metal bar.
Bro,
in 112 degree weather, dog, that shit is cooking eggs.
But you know how I got into the habit?
What?
Of taking the cart back? Because I always shopped in the hood and I want my fucking dollar back.
Why? You have to pay $1 to get it?
You'd have to put 50 cents or $1, and then they give you this little key, and then once you plug it in, you plug the key back in, it spits your change out, bro.
Oh, yeah. Covino and Rich were talking about that when they had this conversation. There's a somewhere where in the area that they're at, you have to put a quarter in to release the cart.
Yes.
And then you get your quarter back when you put it back or whatever.
And I was in some fucked up neighborhoods where it wasn't even a quarter. It was like $1, bro. And the cool thing was my kid was little. So after I got the fucking $1 back from the fucking quarters in the cart, you could turn around and put her on the merry-go-rounds. Or buy at the mall.
Isn't that fucking funny though? Like as a kid, you don't give a fuck. You just want to do it because it's outside of the fucking grocery store. You don't give a fuck if it's just like, that's all it's fucking doing. But you're like, fuck this. I want to fucking ride that shit, you know?
Yeah, I don't care if it smells like feet. Let me on it.
Fuck that. Come on, let me get on it. Dog, I remember.
The bum is sleeping by it. That's okay. He won't mind.
You know, I haven't seen that shit lately, but I remember
you can't use it. You can't use it on the west side no more, bro, because the bum unplugged it so he could charge his cell phone.
I remember, Doug, when my sister was a kid, she would fucking be like, oh fuck yeah, like let me, you know, I remember that shit. I can't believe they don't do it no more. Maybe it's because
you go inside and do the fucking little fucking doll with the claw and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Those though, now they have them like inside the store a little bit. So
yes, they do.
But I don't know, man.
I don't either.
How much are we at time? Oh, we're like right at an hour, basically, dog. So you want to hit some rapid fire on a couple of things, or
Rich showing up in the fucking meeting in shorts, bro?
And flip-flops.
What is he doing? What's he doing, dude?
I don't know, Doug. I don't know.
He's like old white guy phase. Like I think everything we've talked about this show about him is like he's looking for excuses to do what the fuck he wants.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, dog. It's fucking crazy because I think it was last Sunday when they were on Fox Sports. He was wearing flip-flops and shorts to Fox Sports.
Shit, they're on now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're on actually. They started 17 minutes ago. So yeah, when they were on last weekend, Rich was mobbing around in the fucking studio and he was like, we're on radio. You don't need to dress up. I'm like, at least put on some fucking socks and shoes. Like,
but you do need to a little bit. Now, I'm not saying you need to be in business suits, but look fly, bro. They're going to post that shit on fucking clips and on Instagram and whatnot. You should always be, if you're in the public eye, you should always at least try to look fly. Now, I'm not saying you need to be Gucci'd out or Louis'd out or no shit like that, but motherfucker, have a wrinkle-free shirt, a matching hat if you're going to wear one, some decent jeans. Don't let your fucking big old fucking Shirley old toes hanging out with your fucking half-dead fucking pinky nail, bro. No one wants to see that shit.
No one. Yeah, you're right. Let me bring this shit back real quick to the first hour.
Bring it way back.
I talked about we used to have KCal9, right? And fucking Jeff Bezos, his wife or his girl right now is Lauren Sanchez, who used to be on KCal9. Doug, I fucking don't live in California. And when I was young, let me see, we're going back at least 20 years. Probably like 22 years ago. I used to watch KCal9 just because she was so fucking bad. I didn't give a fuck about what was going on. Fucking, California shit had nothing to do with me. But I would sit there and watch their fucking. It was Lauren Sanchez.
So you think he upgraded?
This was 22 years ago. So now she still looks bad. But back in the day when I was a kid, dog, she was fucking. Fuck, dog. She was fucking ridiculous.
Was she bad to the bone?
She was fucking ridiculous. That's what she was. So fucking yeah. So I used to watch KCal9, and I think that was maybe one of the times where Shaq was like, "I don't give a fuck." And then right after that, KCal9 started the fucking news, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's fucking watch Lauren Sanchez. Let's fucking watch Lauren Sanchez." You know.
Speaking of bad to the bone, remember that Tickle Sack song, fucking "Dad to the Bone"?
Yeah.
Shout out
Since
Tickle
the day
Sack.
she was born.
Yep, shout out fucking Tickle Sack.
So yeah, if you guys need any Covino and Rich Tickle Sack songs, they're available at covinoandrich.com. And you just got to know the code word that they used to call Covino and Rich back in the day. The listeners used to call each other this. They used to call Covino and Rich this. So if you know that special code word, you can go listen. I
still like that word, bro.
You can go listen to all of the Covino and Rich fucking tracks and shit.
And you never really hear me say the first half of it.
I
say bro a lot.
But I don't. But fuck, Doug, like.
Because let me ask you this. All right. Let's just even use us. I say bro a little more than you do. You say dog. I don't say it. So there's a third word in there that either one of us really say.
Yeah.
But does it make it any worse? I mean, saying dog probably annoys the shit out of somebody.
I know it annoys the shit, Doug. When me
and I know what I say has to annoy somebody too.
I remember when me and Johnny used to do the show. I remember reading comments where people were like, "I had to turn that shit off because they couldn't stop calling each other dog." And I was like, "Hey, well, I'm sorry, but that's how we call each other. It's just like other people say dude or fucking, or bruh. fucking hang loose, bruh, fucking surfer dudes, bruh. Like fucking
fuck, like you didn't like catch the waves.
Oh,
bruh.
fuck, dog, I came in, I was fucking ripping those tides. I don't,
bro, that shit was fire, bro. I smelled it when I turned down your street.
Shit was fucking gnarly. Right I'm sorry, I don't say fucking gnarly unless some shit is like.
You don't say gnarly, bro.
If it's like a nasty ass fart or something, I might say that shit's fucking gnarly, but I don't use it in my everyday vernacular,
bro.
So anyway, Doug, I think we can fucking wrap this shit up. Are you good?
Well, I got one more.
All right, here we go.
Did you catch the guys when they talk about fucking parents who used to smoke in the car back in the day, bro?
Yeah.
And restaurants. Do you remember when like smoking was totally fucking accepted? Motherfuckers smoked on airplanes. Like, how crazy is that shit? Motherfuckers lit up Marlboros while they're fucking crossing the Atlantic.
Doug, I remember when they were getting a little more with how shit is now back in the day, when they turned one of our like IHOPs or Denny's. I remember they turned it from the entire place was smoking. They changed it to a smoking section. Yes. Right? So you had a smoking section and then you had the rest of the restaurant until they just completely got rid of all of that shit. But yeah, dog, I remember living through that shit where there could be somebody at the table next to you just smoking a fucking cigarette like it was nobody's fucking business,
Like fucking Morton Downey Jr., bro. Remember in the 80s? Like he had a sitcom late at night, Morton Downey Jr. And bro, he would blow clouds. He was smoking out tobacco, smoking out the whole fucking studio, dude. Just chugs of these big old fucking clouds. And it's crazy because like, I don't know, man. Back then too, you could beat your kids as long as there was no mark and shit. Cops weren't taking you to jail.
Yeah, fucking. That's one thing that I admire about Dave Chappelle is, he's like, you know what? even though he still fucking smokes on stage and shit, he's not going with these fucking vape pens and shit like these kids. He's using a good old fashioned fucking cigarette. And I'm not a fucking smoker, but I'm like, hey, if you're gonna smoke, Doug, you want to smoke fucking nicotine, fucking do it like a man out of a fucking cigarette. You know, don't be over here with like, Doug, like I have a friend who smokes fucking
I smoke hookah, bro.
Doug, I have a fucking friend that smokes out of shit. I swear it fucking looks like this.
Pepsi can or what? Pepsi can?
I swear the dude's like this. You know, like he's got this big ass.
Fuck
he's got a big ass contraption for his shit. And I'm like, he's like walking around with it looking like this. I mean,
and then you know what? And then to me, bro, you're doing all that to take fucking tobacco puffs.
Yeah,
like, bro, for real. The fuck is wrong with you? It ain't nitrous, it ain't weed, it ain't even, it's tobacco, bro. Like, how good is tobacco that you gotta fucking get a cable box to light that shit up?
Yeah, no, when I see that, I'm like, for real? Like, I don't know. If I may,
well, and
I
think
guess
it makes them look cool too. I think half of them like to look cool, to blow up them big old nasty clouds and shit.
I don't know, Doug. Fuck that. I'd rather be as discreet as possible and just let it be not something other than fucking tobacco. You know what I'm saying?
So when you smoke weed, you just do the suppository instead?
No, I would do a fucking like a vape or something, but I would make sure it was small.
Yeah.
Take a little puff out of it. And just
what about that, bro? The suppositories. Would you ever do that?
Nah, I would have to be fucking.
They got them, dude. I wouldn't do it either.
I would have to be fiending or some shit for some shit hard, and that would have to be the only option.
How high do you want to get, even for weed? Right? We know weed ain't gonna kill you. We know that, but like, what makes you want to stick it up your butt?
I don't know. I didn't even know they had weed suppositories.
They do, bro. They got them, dude. They got suppositories, bro.
You know what we call those in the hood?
You fucking calavo that shit.
They're called sakakatories.
That's what they are. Sakaka.
You put them in. Dog, I remember fucking being traumatized as a kid when I had like 175 fever and my mom had to put a suppository and I was like in second grade. Like,
oh, you've had one before?
Fuck yeah, dog. When I was a kid, I feel like that shit happened like fucking at least fucking 3 times. And I never recovered from it, dog. That's why, like, whenever like my girl would like jokingly like touch my ass and be like, oh, like kind of like act like she's gonna go into the inner butt cheek, like just joking. And I'm like, hey, what are you fucking doing? And she's always like, the fuck is your problem? And I'm like,
oh, you don't pull the Rich Davis?
No, Doug, like it's just for me, I feel like I'm traumatized from suppositories as a kid and shit. I'm like, oh no, don't go there. No, I don't care. Let me die. I don't give a fuck if my fever is 112. Let me fucking die.
Bro, speaking of that, dude, you know what someone told me?
What?
Bro, if I get real sick, I guess I'm gonna have to go to the Santa Barbara hospital, because I've had 3 people now in Lompoc tell me that if you're seriously sick and you go to the Lompoc hospital, you are going there to die.
What?
That's what the 3 different people told me that. And the last person who's told me, his wife is a nurse there, bro.
Actually, you know what? They say that a lot about our hospital here, to be honest.
Really?
There's,
that's fucked.
I've had a few surgeries there and I mean, I was fine, but there's a lot of people that have bad experiences. You know what? Even Doug, I'll even tell you this, even a personal experience about my dad. My dad had a fucking aneurysm and went to the hospital here, right? And they were like, the doctor is like, oh, we got to fly him to Phoenix, right? And he goes, and we're like, okay, well, like, how bad is it? What's going on? And he's like, it's not, what did he tell me or tell us? He said, it's not life-threatening, or it's not some shit about like, it's not that bad. He said it's serious, but basically it's not that bad. Fucking 24 hours later, my dad died. Oh, and so I'm like, and I still remember it was some bald dude where I was like, hey, I felt like going back and being like, can I get a fucking receipt on that shit that you told me? Because that shit didn't pan out the way you said. Like, you said it's serious, but like, it ain't that bad, basically. You know, and he was just like, yeah, we have to fly him to Phoenix because their shit's a little more advanced than ours, you know? And then I'm like, dog, why not just tell me, hey, honestly, dog, I don't fucking know, or just, right, you know, but don't be like, nah, he'll be cool. And then fucking 24 hours later, we're trying to plan his fucking funeral, you know? So that's why I'm saying I can kind of see where people that have told you that, Doug, have probably seen some shit in their personal experiences, you know?
Well, I have something a little lighter than that one because I fucking can't top that, bro. But
we're not trying to top each other, dog.
No, but Tip Dog just told a story this weekend that because I remember when we were little, he had glasses and shit, and then all of a sudden he just quit wearing them, right? So he tells me this story, bro. So yeah, he used to wear glasses when we were little and shit. And so I ended up asking him, we were talking about something, vision, something, I don't know, bro. We went to the beach over here, and we were talking about something, and fucking, so I asked him, I was like, hey, what happened? So he said that fucking his doctor, when he was in first grade, told him he needed glasses because his fucking eyes burned and shit, right? Mm-hmm. So he went like however long he went wearing these fucking glasses, and he didn't want to be the nerdy kid no more. So he just quit wearing the shit, right? Well, it turns out the fucking eye doctor still his fucking doctor and shit. So he goes for a checkup as an adult. And the doctor's like, yeah, this and that and the other. And Tip Dog said, yeah, I used to wear glasses, you know, like you prescribed them to me. And he goes, but I quit wearing them and shit. And, you know, the guy's like, well, you have 20/20 vision. He goes, well, who prescribed them to you? And he's like, you did. And he's like, me? He's like, yeah, when I was 1, he told me I needed glasses and I fucking wore them for however long I wore them for before I ditched them. And now you're telling me I have perfect vision.
You know what, though? Honestly, and the doctor's defense is people's vision can improve. That's why, or you know what? That's why, at least I've heard. I don't know. I'm no fucking ophthalmologist.
Damn, bro, when did you get certified? I was about to ask.
Well, I was going to say, and coming from a lifelong fucking fucked up visioner, you know, your vision can change from year to year.
I've always heard you had a vision.
So, you know, this is where I've always seen the after show, but later is that your vision can change. So it can improve. It typically declines, but there are cases where
like our show's getting better every week.
So I feel like Tip Dog might have had a very light prescription. And as he fucking got older, he kind of fucking, his eyes adjusted and, you know, came in 100% 20/20. So,
well, we both had ADD hella bad when we were little. How about maybe he just gave a bad fucking number when they fucking asked him about it? He's looking at the one below it instead of the one next to it.
I know that could be it too, you know,
hey, because my stepson from way back in the day, fucking back in another lifetime, we'll say. But I remember fucking, we thought he had ADD and we took him to the specialist to get checked, right? And I guess you put on like these little headphones and then you hit this, when you hear the sound or whatnot, you hit the thing that you think you're hearing the sound from, right? He just started playing the drums, bro. He was just going for it. No sounds even coming out yet. So I don't know. Did he?
I'm gonna see. Speaking of what I mentioned at the very beginning of the show, you know, they said you can pull references, anything from fucking Seinfeld. There was an episode of the Cosby Show going back to the fucking 80s.
I relate more to that show than Seinfeld.
See, well, there's an episode of the Cosby Show
even
where they have
Bill.
They have fucking Bill go in and Doug, they have him throw on these headphones that look like this. And so Bill Cosby is right there and he's doing a hearing test and he's so bad, doesn't want to feel old. So he's like, fuck that. I'm not going to go for a fucking, I'm not putting on hearing aids. So the doctor's doing it. And they're like, every time you hear a beep, raise your hand. So he's like, and then so afterwards, he's like, Doc, how did I do? He's like, did I get them all? And they're like, yeah, you got them all. And you even got a few that weren't even there. So he was like, fuck that. I'm, you know, yeah. And so, I mean, back to fucking hour 1 of our show. That was a reference that we talked about. So anyway, Doug, you know what? Let me see if I have any
comments. Did you find any comments you want to read in the show? Anyone talking any shit that I got to fire off
on? No, actually, everybody's been pretty. Oh, I have one. Fuck yeah. Thanks, Doug. Okay. So on TikTok, I put this clip where I was talking about fucking spoilers, where people that are like, I fucking hate when somebody is like, oh, don't talk about that. You're going to spoil it. You're going to spoil it. Oh no. Right. Well, I had this dude comment and say, well, I have a job and kids, so I can't always watch what. And I was like,
who the fuck doesn't?
Yeah.
Well, hold on, dude. Let me just ask a question real quick. Are we passing out awards to people that fucking have a job and kids now?
You want a cookie?
Right, dude. Chris Rock said it, dumbass.
I was like, yeah, everybody has a job and kids, you fucking dumbass. I was like, God, but dude, what I'm saying is, if you're that into a fucking show and somebody's going to talk about it, don't be the fucking bitch that's going to bring the conversation to a halt because you don't want to hear it. No, I'm not listening. Don't be that guy. That was my point. Not that, yeah, people watch shit at different times. I understand that. I'm not a fucking moron. I have a job and I have a kid too. However, if somebody's talking about something that I want to see, but I haven't got to, then you know what? My fucking fault.
Or just do this real quick. Ready, guy?
All right, let's go.
Boop. It's real easy, right? There's usually a knob on the volume, or you could even like get on your phone. There's these two buttons on the side of an iPhone if you're listening, right? It's an up and down.
Spot's,
and you can...
Doug, in Spot's case, they're right there, right? And you said he can get up and go to the restroom and go get coffee.
No, he can also do this, bro. Hey, Spot, if you're watching, check it out. Do this.
Also,
la 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 la. Works great.
What you can also do is, see, the thing is with Spot, he's in the room with them. He could take the headphones off. But if you're watching something on YouTube or listening to a podcast or whatever, you could wait that few seconds. You can, if you're on a computer and you're watching something on YouTube, hit the letter L. L will send you fucking 10, 15 seconds ahead. Hit the letter J, it'll rewind it if you fucking did that. Hit the letter K, it'll pause it, right? Or if you're on a fucking phone, boom, same shit, fast forward, rewind, fucking next show, whatever. But you have the fucking power in this day and age. You should not be fucking bitching because you heard a spoiler. If you heard a spoiler, like I said, whether you have a kid or 2 kids or 12 kids or 12 jobs, it's your responsibility to catch the shit that you want to catch, or don't bitch.
Or don't. Figure it out.
My fucking thing is, I just don't fucking bitch, because I know there's podcasts that I listen to that friends of mine listen to where they'll send me texts and shit about, hey, did you hear this, this, and this? Whatever. No, I didn't. But you know what? I'm not going to get mad at them. Hey, no. I didn't catch that, because I might tell them, oh, no, I haven't listened yet. But hey, fucking good looking out. I'll check. I'll listen for that when I listen or whatever. But I'm not going to fucking be like, oh, you fucking asshole. You listened to it before me. Now we can't talk about it. You know, like, okay, here's a real life example. I was talking this weekend. I went to go see my buddy. It was his birthday. I went to go see him and the family and shit.
Luis,
I fucking got there. And, oh, dog, you want to know how generous his fucking dad is?
Yeah.
So I get there. I see fucking Lou Dog, and he's like, hey, we're going to go fucking see some family. And I fucking get there. I see his dad, right? And his dad's like, mijo. He's like, come here. And I go, just fucking thinks he wants a hug and shit, you know, say what's up. And he goes, I got a present for you. Ooh. And I'm like, hey,
we don't like
el venado. I was like, it's his birthday, dog, not mine, you know? And he goes, he's like, you're my son too. So he fucking, dog, he gives me a dope ass Lakers hat, which I'll wear on the next episode. I forgot to wear it this time. But dog, he gave me a dope ass Lakers hat just because, right? That's a homie. That's why I always call him my other dad. So shout out to Benalo. But when I got there, go ahead.
Well, real quick before I forget, bro, I'm going to look directly into the camera, and hopefully whoever made that fucking comment is looking me dead in my fucking eyes. This shit is not always about you. And just because you might not be up on Stranger Things or whatever fucking show you're watching, the other 100,000 people listening might be. And this might be a good conversation for us to have, because we are caught up. Okay. And you're not going to steal our joy with our listeners on things that we want to talk about because your schedule didn't permit. Turn the volume down. Come back when we're done. If you don't like it, sincerely and respectfully, if you don't like it, go fuck yourself.
Like they say in fucking dominoes. Like they say in chess, checkmate.
How about this? That they say in the Bay Area, check game.
Check game. I don't know, Doug. I feel like that's
good. I got another thing. I'm going to need him. I'm getting close to really believing there's a Dirk Shots. He requested me on Instagram, bro. I accepted. I'm that close, Dirk. If you're listening, I'm that close. You know what I'm going to need you to do, though? I'm going to need you to go down to your local Walmart or Food for Less or Albertsons or Safeway or Rayleigh's or Ralph's or whatever.
I know what you want him to do. I know what you want him to do.
Whatever you got, Dirk, it's fine. You can even hit the Circle K, Johnny Chinga's, 7-Eleven. It's all good, bro. It don't matter. Matter of fact, you could even go to like the current Burger King where they had the current special, those current Whopper promotions they got. Just go by the little drive-through and do this, just so I know that you're real. Just send me something
bro. That has a date on it.
Yeah, but we're close. Me and Dirk are that close to being homies.
But, oh, you know what? And I got to give another, I mean, we didn't really do shout outs today, but I got to give a shout out to I'm Key, because he's always fucking saying what's up in the comments and shit.
He is.
So I know he's still listening.
Thank you, I'm Key, for your
shout out to everybody, dog. Dirk always comments. So that's always good. I love the interaction on the YouTube. So if you guys get on the YouTube, Go on there, tell us fucking something cool.
I love the interaction I'm getting on the Red Tube, bro.
So Red Tube, YouTube, whatever. All right, after show, but later. Do we got baseline Trey?
We got him, but I think he's still rolling on the ground from that comment too, bro. So
hey, all right. I just gotta everybody in the comments, let me know if you've ever looked for somebody's name in the comments, right? Hey,
of an adult videos?
Like Doug, like right here. People were like, hey, what these dudes are fucking dope. What are their names on the after show, but later? If you guys don't know our names, check them out. They're in the comments. Look for them in the comments. After show, but later, episode number 139. We'll see you guys at episode number 140. Baseline Trey, let's go.
To the riches, cause it's all about the flavor. Now buckle up your seats and prepare for the journey. Let the music ease your soul, grab a spliff and start burning. Relax with us and take a trip to the heavens and come and spend a day in the 757.
Hey, you know what, Doug? I fucking hold on. Let me fucking where the fuck am I? All right.
That was classic, bro. That was a good one.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking about doing?
What's that?